Good evening. Thanks for being here. It has been a long day for us. We have started this morning at 10 a.m. Working for this Ideathon on inclusion, equality, and diversity. This Ideathon has been organized by MIT Milano. MIT is the Digital Culture Center, the new Digital Culture Center that has opened in Milano. And today we have worked on 4 main tracks. The first track was job opportunities. The second one was social media and hate speech. The third one was on body, so body shaming and how we can fight body shaming. And the fourth track is about the spaces, how we can build more inclusive spaces. During the morning, we have collected all the suggestions, all the ideas that are arrived from the people abroad. So a lot of people from Riga, Berlin, Thessaloniki have shared with us their thought, starting from the question we have launched in our report. And we have done a brainstorming with a lot of participants, Italian participants. We have selected 2 ideas. Then we have voted for these ideas. And today we have selected the 4 main ideas to work on during the afternoon. During the afternoon, the Italian participants have worked hard on these ideas. I have followed the work on the social media room, and there was a really brilliant mix of people giving very good ideas. Very nice, I think. Very interesting. And now we will see how this idea have been implemented, what are so the main features, how we want to reach the target that they address to, and also some issues on sustainability and budget and funding. So let's start with the first group. Michele, can you show us what you have done in the job opportunities track?
Yes, sure. Okay, first of all, I want to thank you, my group, my team that worked very well and very hard on finding an interesting solution that can that was actually felt by everybody. So we moved first with defining the target for our service. We spotted 2 targets. The first one being Riccardo, age 17, Italian student with an Italian and a Nigerian parents. And he's struggling with school because he doesn't know where the school will bring him, how he will enter the job market, and he doesn't know how to enter it, what the challenges would be. So he needs more clarification on that. The second target is Sarah. She's 26, university student, and she just went through gender shifting. And she's worried about her future because she doesn't know what the challenges of her situations are when entering the job market. She's worried that there will be discrimination. She's unsure of what her choices should be. And our solution, just to recap, what we started from was this one, which was to create a better service of orientation for students from school to job market, putting them together with psychologists. We went forward by making this a platform, a service where students can independently go register, and without register, putting them putting inside in the website their requirements, what their necessities are, what they are looking for, and what kind of job orientation they are looking for. And the website will provide them with a list we put them in contact with the best kind of support they need to solve their doubts and problems. And so the service is making sure that they are connected with the best psychology solutions, both for personal problems linked to the job market, but also for understanding how the job market works and how they need to behave for it. The name of the service is Cresciamo Insieme, which means let's grow together and grow up together. And for the implementation of the service, we want to start small with a collaboration with some schools and universities that will provide the budget they have for psychological services in the to provide the budgets they have for psychological services to provide this service. So the service is free for the students, and they will use funds from foundations and these fundings from schools. While in the future, the service will expand with covering more schools and more universities and having more funds from possibly the Milan municipality, because this is going to be a big opportunity for students and for young people to leverage their expectations and understanding what the problems are, how to overcome them by putting them in close contact with psychologists. And for the next future, hopefully this project will expand on the Italian territory and in Europe. And yeah, that's basically the service. In short, if you have any question, I will be happy to clarify.
Yeah, thank you, Michele. Yeah, if you have questions, you can raise your hand here on Zoom, or you can also, I don't know, to share your comments or whatever on the Slack channel. So Michele, I have a question for you. It's not just psychological support, you said, it's also for orienting, let's say, in the job market, right? So there are different kinds of professionals that can help you.
So it's first of all orienting students and young people to the job market, and taking also care of their the possible problems that might have regarding their personal situations and how their personal situation affects them entering the job market. So that's why we want to pair them with psychologists to create a better overall service for them.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Now we go on track 2, where Giulia will show us a similar service to the one you have done in the first track. So Giulia, want to explain us the social media product?
First thing, I want to say thank you to my group because you were very cool and attentive and full of deep and interesting reflection. So thank you very much. The idea we worked on is after education courses to educate behaviors to be adopted on social network, and following the creation of a virtual space. Our first target is Martina. She is 20 years old. She's a student of cultural heritage. She would like to take care of others, teach children in the future. She's worried about how the subject is about a speech is taken in school and not now talked about. So she would like to get in touch with a world in which she would like to work because she wants to be a professor. She could figure in this app. She could figure out how to target his future student. Martina uses a very lot of technology. She shares on Instagram, on TikTok, for example, artistic photos, or she shares events and initiative in Facebook. Our second target is Alberto. She's 35 years old. He's a psychologist. He wants to spread a culture that does not reject psychology. He is very attentive to the problems of young people, and he's very interested in collaboration with the school. His struggles are that there are not now jobs, and that psychology is seen as an accessory. And he would like that digital should be evaluated for its potential. He's very active on Twitter and LinkedIn, but he doesn't share posts, but he reads articles and participates in webinars. So he keeps himself informed of specialist publication in his field. So we think about an app and a platform that is called Out Loud. Okay, in this app, there is the possibility to create our own personalized profile. You can follow courses on how to be on the internet and on the digital dynamics. And you can also share your experience and found people that will help you to get out to this experience or teach you how to feel better. There is a Q&A section and also a section dedicated to certain specific topics. We also think about a blog with a dedicated weekly articles with professional contribution. Okay, the customer journey is based on digital touch point. For example, for Martina, as Martina gets up, she checks her social networks, including Instagram, and here she finds our sponsored app on the feed, so she can click and know us. We will offer free content in exchange for registration in our app. So she will look at the bill and decide to subscribe to some course. And also she can read the experience of the other users and help them if she can. Alberto reads us on LinkedIn while looking for job offers within expert group. Also in this case, we will always offer free content, but also articles, scientific journal of psychology related to the discourse. After he subscribes to our app, he can read reviews from his colleagues, and also he can create his professional profile. So he can give his experience to the other users to help them, and also use the dedicated rooms for consulting, also one-to-one. In the implementation map, we have identified 3 pillars. First one is community. aimed at students, teachers, parents, and psychologists. We would like to create a campaign to offer our product. A sponsor could cover some hours. The second pillar is the academy. We will give training packages provide online. The sponsor could be the Order of the Psychologists and the Ministry of Education. And we will give a certificate about, divided by bands, some for free and some for a fee. The third one is the one-to-one consultancy. We talk about R&B psychology service, one-to-one dedicated consultancy for a fee. This is aimed at parents, students, and other teachers. We could ask for collaboration with university and brands that buy for packages of ours to offer this for free. I think that this app will be very useful because hate speech is a deep problem, and sometimes young people don't talk about it because they are embarrassed. But in this space, we hope that a student can be itself and don't be afraid to ask for help. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Julia. Yeah, I really like the circular approach you had for designing this app, because it's just not involving only students, but also involving, for example, the other stakeholders like the psychologists, the Minister of Education, and then I enjoyed a lot the idea of this Airbnb of psychology consultancy, where you can, if you need help, you can just pay a short amount of money, and to have a psychologist who has been trained on the topics of social media. Because another issue I think that there is that even if you go in the free market and you ask support from psychologists, very often they don't have the skills for understanding social media dynamics or for understanding, for example, hate speech online, while this platform would create a community of psychologists, teachers, educators who are very good at understanding these dynamics. So I think it could be a very, very useful product and service for a lot of people. Very good. Let's go on the third track with Laura, and so the body shaming track. Laura, I cannot see you. I think you have an issue with the internet connection. Okay, let's go on the fourth track with Fatima, and then we will be back to Laura. Fatima, can you go now?
Hi, everybody. I want to thank you for being here. I'm going to leave the floor to Ivan first and Cristiano second to tell what we worked about. So Ivan, if you can please share your screen so we can start. You're muted.
There you go.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So hello, everybody. We worked in exclusive spaces, and then we decided to create a space for, we said, for the community and by the community. And this space is taking advantage of existing buildings that are not used or abandoned in the peripheries of the city, and or we could also build like itinerary spaces in schools where the different sets of activities that we proposed are going to be held. So what makes us unique? It is the fact that it's a space that is for many different uses. Let's say it's open to proposals by the community. The community is the one in charge of making or proposing what's going to happen in the space. So we thought about space for cultural activities, for art, for poetry, a space that gathers together young people inside around all those areas. And for us, it's very, very important to make everybody in the community and all the participants that are going to be part of the space having the sense of belonging to the space. So make them feel the space is theirs, so they can feel safe, and they can express themselves and build with the community the different activities that we will do here. So for the activities, we thought making a place for smart working, again for the community, that maybe they have children, but they need a place to go outside their home. They can have the smart working, and again, maybe some members of the community can take care of their kids while while the others are working. It's a space also for meetings for young people, for emerging artists that are going to be held with the artists themselves, presenting their works, and even making some interventions with the community, with the help of the community. Let's say, for example, something that we thought about is changing the facade of the building with the help of the artists. So the artist makes the proposal, and maybe people in the community help building it. Cultural activities, and then different talks with different people, having in account different, like tackling different topics of inclusivity, of gender equality, of these topics that we've been talking through the whole morning, and we thought this space could be one for sharing and bringing them to the table.
That's the first part that we had. I'm just gonna share my screen. So if you, Ivan, please stop sharing yours. So we'll let the latest thing to Cristiano to say. Ivan, can you please stop sharing your screen?
Yes.
Okay. So Cristiano, just the last things about it.
Yes, so hi everybody. And now we focus on other things. For example, who is our target? Well, our target is people who are under 30s, or people who need a place where to work, to study, or where they don't feel discriminated against, or they don't feel judged in this place. But are also people who have an interest in art and culture and have an open mind. Because this place needs to be a place of meeting for everybody, so it doesn't accept any kind of discrimination, and it focuses on people who needs it the most. So people who may have problems, for example, with Wi-Fi and need to work, or maybe people who have work meetings, or have to study, or simply to study. So we focus very much on the community, as Ivan said before, because in our opinion, a space to grow needs to understand the needs of the community in which it was born. So, for example, we thought about creating this project with the community itself. So, for example, we thought about where before entering the construction phase, we thought about talking with the people who live there in order to understand which were the main interests in this project, which are the main services which the community lacks at the moment before the construction. So this place, as Ivan said before, is a place built for the community, by the community itself, because also we'll ask people in the community if they can help us using like old furniture that they don't use anymore. And it's a place that it's created for the community. As we said before, it has all the services which the community lacks. And we thought also about who needs to run this thing and who needs to oversee it. So we thought that a mixture of public and private entities will be the most the perfect one. This because a public entity could limit our choices of teams, so couldn't be couldn't fully understand which our targets were. Instead of a private entity which believes in our project, which believes in inclusivity, in making everybody feel at ease where in this space, and which believes that this space can be a point of gathering for all the community. Also, we focused on this, so the consumer of this space needs to also be one of the protagonists of it. So it can make propositions, it can make plans, and it can organize events. Thanks to the speech between between them and the entity that organized it. And so we thought also about how to make this space not famous, but at least acknowledged. And so we thought about word of mouth. We thought about word of mouth in a different way, as it can be conceived in some in ways that are new, in ways that are modern. So thanks to especially social media. So we looked at, for example, the protests that happened in the USA last May, and we thought that maybe a takeover with different people that live in the community can be the best opportunity. So people can see that their peers are doing this, that they are going there, and they feel at ease there. They feel at ease there. Also, we thought about creating Facebook page events and Instagram pages so that it can maintain a strict relationship between consumer and organizer. And we also thought about how it can sustain itself, how it can be sustained. So we thought that it can sustain it by itself, and it needs some entity outside of it that finances it, that helps it economically, and that believes in the project. Because we don't just want money from everywhere; we just want money from people that believe in the project we are doing. And also, we thought that the people, the consumer itself, themselves, can help it grow and can help it become a better place. So we thought that every time someone enters into this space, it can pay a little fee, and otherwise it can enter into a program of membership and pay a membership fee that guarantees him the whole entrance, the whole month or the whole year. And also we thought about creating a little minibar space, so it's more money that it's collected from inside of it, and it's not money that comes outside of it. And a week is structured like the whole week. It can become our workplace, a study place, while in the weekend we can organize art exhibitions and concerts or places for stand-up comedy, as Ian said before, I think. And also, thanks to these art exhibits, for example, we can collect money. For example, from the pieces that are sold into these during this art exhibition, we can gain a little percentage that can be reused into the project itself. And that's
Exactly. And so on. Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you, Cristiano, Ivan, and Fatim. I really liked your community-driven approach in designing this new space. I hope we can have a space like this. And now let's go to Laura. She's okay. Here you are.
Hi, everyone.
So Laura with the third track.
I'm sorry for my connection that it's a little bit unstable and I was disconnected for a few times, but I hope it will work for now. And yes, I will try to explain our idea. That is, we wanted to focus on children of a young, really young age. In fact, our target is about between 6 years old and 9 years old. We have, for example, Greta and Karim, who are 6 years old and 9 years old, just because we know that at that age, they are really open to learn new things. So we wanted to start from that age to promote the real values and not other ones. So we have exactly Greta, who is 6. She's a really, she's not shy. She's a really active girl. She really likes playing with his friends, and they are male and females. She doesn't care. She also likes doing games that are not only for girls, but also interacting with boys. And she for this reason she really likes having social times with her friends. And yeah, this is Greta. And instead Karim is a little bit fat, but not really much. He's a bit more shy and insecure because he really likes dance. But he doesn't want to express himself in front of the other because he's afraid to be judged by the people of his age. And he's also foreign, so this is another aspect that can be an aspect of some criticism from the people of his age. So we wanted to develop our idea that was since the contents that they used to see are like videos or cartoons. We were talking about cartoons. We wanted to develop a cartoon that is made like it's shared on YouTube, because we know that they really look videos on YouTube, and there are many episodes. So and it starts from the mythology. In fact, the possible title of our cartoon is Free Meats, but this is because we want to start from like the beginning, like in the ancient Greece, where the beauty and the concept of beauty and all the stereotypes that we think they started to begin implementing in the society. So we wanted to start from that point to avoid any kind of stereotype to be implemented. For example, we were thinking of a protagonist that can be Aphrodite, who changes her shape every episode. This is the meaning of there is no an ideal type of beauty, but it changes, and every kind of characteristic in every person it's beautiful. And And this can be this character, but we can have also all the other gods, like the other gods of the Olympus, for example, that they represent different aspects that can be maybe Hercules, even if he's not a god, but a mythological character. He can represent another kind of male masculinity. I don't know if it's a word, but anyway, taking every character to represent different kind of aspect we want to promote to the children in order to let them be represented by these gods, and to and having the idea to imitate them in what they are doing, because we understand that at that age they want to find their idols and do what they are doing. In fact, so in our user journey, for example, they have the access to these videos thanks to the tablets or digital platform that maybe are not there, but they are of their parents. So they use their tablet or digital screens to see this cartoon, these episodes, this series. And from that, we can also implement in the future an application where every character have like an activity that can be something like make 10 compliments to your friends, or something like use TikTok channel to replicate the dance that this character made in one episode, like to involving them, and in order to create a community that is real and digital, because these activities are the goal of these activities are also to involve their friends in their real life, so they can build the community even online, and also with their friends to share the episode and comment them and try to like imitate them, and also make activities and challenges that are proposed on the application. And after that, maybe we were thinking to, like, because we were looking at the implementation map, we didn't really know the business part. So we were thinking that the first 2 years, it would be easier to make a digital platform, like the video of the series and the application. And then we could earn some money thanks to data, thanks to a freemium application where you can have some contents that you need to pay and some others that you are for free and that everyone can have the access. And from that, maybe if it's successful, we can develop gadgets, toys, or other kind of things that they can purchase and that they can be a sort of a symbol of what they want to achieve, like person. And I don't know, I think this is the most synthetic way to present my idea, and I hope it's clear. If there are some questions, if I have forgot something, I ask my participant to intervene, because it's really welcome. I don't know.
Thanks, Laura. Really great, this new format. Yeah, it's also in line with the other products and services we have ideated today. I have 3 takeaways from all the presentations you have done. First, that for having a more inclusive, more diverse Europe, we need innovative ways of getting support from professionals. So it's the case of psychologists or consultant for job market and so on. Second, we need solutions that are circular, that are systemic. So we have to include different words that usually don't talk each other. And so it's up to your generation, up to you, to make all this world talk together to find some kind of systemic and circular solutions. And the third takeaway I had from today is that every solution to work on such complex issues need to be community driven, needs to be inclusive by design. So meaning it's not just that I design a product, a service, and then I ask you to contribute. We need to be open by the beginning. We need to include people from different races, from different origins, and already in the design process. So now we are going to package all these insights in the final report, and we will send to all the participants the report with the open challenges and with the solutions that we have found today. Italian participants will get also a gift from us, from Mid Center, for having worked so hard with us all along this day, all along this Ideathon. And I want just to remind you that next Ideathon will be on December 9 in Berlin, but actually will be also online on Zoom. The title of the Ideathon is Connecting People and Places, as explained this morning by Susa Pop, as she was talking about this Ideathon, who is coming next. And you are all invited to attend this Ideathon. You will get an invitation form. We will ask you to fill the form with the information about you and about the challenges that Berlino is going to propose. And so that is, I want just to thank everybody who has worked for today Ideathon, starting from our partners, so Public Art Lab, Rick Center, and Made Group in Thessaloniki. Then I want to thank Rosanna and Giorgio from Mid Center, and Maria Grazia too, our president. She's not here, she could not be here today. Thanks to our facilitators, so Michele, Giulia, Laura, Fatima, great job. I really enjoyed the way you worked with groups. And thanks also to Alessia, Fabio, and Francesca, who have managed Zoom and the Slack channels, so they are acted behind the scene. And above all, thanks you all. Let's keep in touch on Slack. As I said, the Slack channel is open. You can continue to contribute, to discuss about our solution. We will keep posting the report with today solutions. We will try to package also some kind of other multimedia stuff to share with you. And then on Slack, we will meet again on the 9th of December for the Ideathon in Berlino. Let's see you soon. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Ciao.
Ciao.
Bye.
Ciao, bye bye.
Bye bye.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Ciao a tutti.
Bye bye.
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 Ciao.
Bye.
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 Bye.